Test, 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 test. All right, good morning everyone and happy Wednesday. We are looking at some very warm temperatures once again for the city. It's also a bit hazy out there, so if you take a look here on our graphic, it's a little bit of a hazy sky. So we're going to continue to see this for the next couple of days as we're having that agricultural burning that's going on in Central America and in Mexico. That's going to continue for the next couple of days. So we're going to continue to see this as well. And so it is going to look a bit cloudy out there for your afternoon. And as we take a look here across the city, you can see it's really going to be everywhere that you're going to see this, this hazy sky activity. But I do think we're going to see more sunshine as we get into the late afternoon hours. Just checking, make sure all my audio is working. So let me know in the comments if you can't hear me. But as we look at our air quality, we are in the moderate category, so it's we're not in the unhealthy category as we go farther south to places like Corpus Christi and Brownsville. They're in that unhealthy, but for us as well as Austin, we're in a moderate, so you know it's not anything to be too concerned about, but still if you have asthma or things like that, just try to limit your time outdoors today, so you might definitely feel it more. But really the big story here are the dew points. It's very humid outside, and so with that dew point we're going to have a pretty high heat indices. It's gonna it is possible to get some type of heat warnings for the weekend. I'll let you know more about that in just a moment, but right now we're at a 75, so you can see everyone here on our region is in this very dark green color. So that's a lot of moisture that's being pumped in from the Gulf of Mexico, a lot of humidity, and you know, for 75, that is summer-like dew points. We are going to have summer-like temperatures as well. And it's really not going to be going away. You can see with this chart, we're going to stay in this tropical category in the 70s all the way through the rest of the week. So no big changes. This also means we're not looking at any big weather changes as well. So this is a feels like temperature. This isn't exactly what the thermometer reads out there, but with that extra dew point added in, it's going to feel like 89 degrees right now, and you can see that we are kind of in that barrier where it's very warm already down south. Even Pleasanton already is at 96 degrees, Floresville is at 95, George West already 102, as well as Beeville. So we're already looking at some triple digit numbers. Like I said, we're not seeing any big changes with weather, not any huge fronts that could change this. So we're going to pretty much stay in this heat wave for the rest of the week. Now I am going to zoom in here because we had a little bit of a pop-up shower that pushed through just north of Barrett County and towards New Braunfels. So they probably got a nice little downpour, but very quick moving. So really probably didn't get too much as far as measurable rain or anything like that. But you can see a lot of cloud coverage as well here with our satellite. Now as far as winds are concerned, we're keeping around a pretty gusty wind at 13 miles per hour. Like I said, we are going to have that pretty strong breeze, and that's what's driving our moisture levels for today. Now our current temperature, so here's really what we're looking at, 82 degrees out there. Like I said, it actually feels about 7 degrees above this number. So this is just something to keep in mind as we go into the afternoon, as the temperatures get hotter. And of course, as we go into the weekend, those temperatures will rise as well. So I'll let you see those numbers as well in just a moment. But let's take a look at what we can expect for the rest of the day. Mostly to partly cloudy skies. Like I said, the sun will come out by the afternoon, late afternoon, a high temperature of 96 for today, and you're actually going to probably be thankful for that temperature as we get into the weekend there. But here's our futurecast model. You can see that by late this evening, we have some rain around Barrett County. I don't believe it will make it into San Antonio, unfortunately. It would be nice to cool us down, but really we're just going to keep those storms out near the Austin area. So as I put this into motion, this is around 6 o'clock to 10 o'clock. Another line of showers starts to roll through by 9 p.m. and you can see how nice it cools them down. Fredericksburg, Kerrville, I really think it's going to affect them near the hill country. They're already dropping their temperatures as we get into late this evening. It's going to drop into the 70s. So like I said, a nice rain cool temperature for them this evening, but for us, we're going to stay in the 80s. And you can see it tries to make a run for North Bexar County. Like I said, I just think we have too much of a lid on the atmosphere, so not much development is going to come from this. There is a chance, we're looking at about a 20% chance for this evening to see a storm. If it does develop, there is that potential for it to be severe, but like I said, I think most of these will start to die out as it moves closer to our area, and it's going to be more towards the north and northwestern portion, northwest of Bexar County. Now that was also Thursday night, so now we go into Thursday morning. Tomorrow, cloudy skies, still a lot of wind coming in from the south, waking up to temperatures in the upper 70s and warming up quickly by tomorrow afternoon. 97 degrees in San Antonio, just down south in Pleasanton, already 101 degrees. So this is very, very warm temperatures. You want to be careful if you are going to be out and about, especially if you're going to be outside or if you work outdoors. You're definitely going to feel it. You want to make sure you stay hydrated, put on sunscreen, wear light colored clothing, all those extra precautions you want to do. Now for Friday morning, it's going to be the same story as well. Temperatures waking up to actually the upper 70s, so close to 80 degrees, already feeling that warmth. And then Friday, 5 o'clock, as we get to the weekend, already looking at 100 degrees for this model. Floresville at 103, Pleasanton at 103 as well. So triple digits will return by the end of the week and into the weekend. So if you have plans to be outside, like I said, just know it could get pretty dangerous levels to be outdoors. Now, as far as detecting any heat-related illness, it's important to talk about this. Like I said, if you are going to be outside for a significant amount of time, if you have heat exhaustion, some of the things to look for would be sweating, if you feel faint or dizzy, if you have muscle cramps, or if you have a weak pulse, that's a sign that you could have heat exhaustion. And as far as heat stroke, you actually don't sweat, but you will have a headache, a body temperature over 103 degrees, and also you have a very strong pulse, so your heart will be beating a lot faster. That's one of the signs as well for a heat stroke. So definitely, of course, check on your neighbors, especially the elderly, and of course, don't forget about the pets who are outside. Definitely try to bring them in, especially this weekend, as temperatures will rise into the triple digits. We're expecting for Saturday 100 degrees, Sunday 102, Monday 101, just in time for Memorial Day. And some good news here after Memorial Day is we have just a weak front that has the potential to move our way. We usually don't get a lot of really strong fronts in May. We're already getting close to that summertime weather. But it looks like we could get lucky and drop our temperatures back into the 90s. Hopefully we can squeeze some rain out of this as well. But until then, we're looking at temperatures to stay in the upper 90s, and heat indices will be around 103 to 109. That's going to stay with us for the rest of the week. So like I said, just definitely be cautious out there, enjoy the sun, but just make sure you, like I said, take all those extra precautions that are needed. All right, so I'm going to keep this up so y'all can kind of see what to expect for the next 7 days. And I will be doing the noon today to kind of go more into detail about the timing for how long we can expect this heat wave. All right, everyone, so have a great rest of your Wednesday.